Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And throughout the years, you drive around the United States, you'll see Shell gasoline stations all over the place with that Shell logo. And got a little curiosity got the better of me as to how that got started. And the origin of the name can be traced back to seashells that Marcus Samuel imported from the Far East during the late 19th century. His sons, Marcus Jr. and Samuel, were looking for a name for the kerosene that we're exporting to Asia. They chose Shell. Kerosene sales dominated the business's turnover, and the name was adopted for the new import-export organization that was set up in 1897, Shell Transport and Trading Company. Shell briefly changed the name in 1907 to when it was merged with Royal Dutch to form the Royal Dutch Shell Group, but the name was changed back to Shell for short. Shell colors are yellow and red, and when I was reading, Samuel Jr. chose red to make his kerosene cans stand out against Standard Oil's blue. When the companies were competing against each other, Shell logo has taken some looks throughout the years, and you can find, if you want to see what they are, you can look it up on the internet. There's actually from 1930 1954. There's actually some of the shells were on the signs were white, some were yellow, and some of them were red with the word Shell in yellow letters. 1955, 1970, you had the white shell, and then you had the yellow shell with the red lettering. I did run across something. I can't find it, but I did read that the family actually in the station sold shells as well, and they decided to stick with gasoline because the shells weren't selling as well. That's what I've heard. I don't know if I can't vouch for the accuracy of that one, so I'm not exactly sure, but I just found a little information on the history of that name Shell. I did actually find a picture of the various Shell logos, so I will go ahead and show that to you. Various ones from when Shell began to present time. So you got all the way from 1900 to 1999 what the Shell logo looked like. And I actually did find out that the founder of Shell's father in 1833 started a business selling seashells to collectors from London. And he brought his son on a boat trip for seashell collecting in the Caspian Sea and Black Sea. The young Samuel realized the potential of oil trading. The name was chosen as a tribute to the previous occupation of the family, the seashell trading business. As for the famous shell-shaped logo, familiar to people from all over the world, it is part of the seashell brand identity. It represents a pecten, a genus of scallops. That's kind of interesting. I was reading a little bit of a paragraph I found on the internet about the history of Shell gasoline state. So the family did originally sell seashells, and they felt there was a lot more money in the oil business than seashells themselves. And that being said, looking for ideas on shows to do in the future. Like I said, my show is about preserving history, especially obscure aspects of history. And as always, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.